Good morning to everyone. I'm Pooja Pawar from Perfect Logic Private Limited. In previous session, I explained about how to transfer supplementary bill outstanding to the regular bill. In today's session, I'm going to explain about how to create tenant. Before starting the session, I will give you a quick introduction of the software. This is a society software is specially designed for the cooperative housing societies. This software used to maintain your society's account and billing related information. It makes the society's finance clear and easy to understand. This software keep a track of everyone's bill and payment. We are continuously enhancing our software with new features, rolling them out to you on an ongoing basis. This is all about the software. Now let's dive into today's topic, which is how to create tenant. For creating tenant, first step is we have to go to quick menu. In quick menu, in parameter, it's compulsory we have to select this dues from tenant in tenant. Like we have to edit this form. If there is no dues from tenant, then from this quick record picker, we have to select dues from tenant and save this form. The next step is we have to create a head for this tenant. Like we have to click on this plus sign and have to enter here the tenant name. Like if tenant name is Nitesh Singh, then in subgroup we have to select the dues from tenant. Then this pop-up will come. Then click on OK. Then we have to save this form. This is next step that we have to create a tenant account tenant head in this ledger head. Then we have to close this. Now we have to go to masters. In master members, in member tenant nominal member identification form. Here we can see this is tenant member identification form. This is tenant that I have already created. Now for creating the new tenant, we have to click on plus sign. After that, from this record picker, we have to click on this and select the tenant which want to create. Then as I want to create this tenant, select that tenant name. After that, for which member we have to select the member name for which this tenant is living. Then here unit number from this record picker, click on this record picker, then select member name for this A109. Select this member name. After that, we have to enter the agreement date. Only this first section is compulsory field. Other are not compulsory. Accordingly, you can fill all the information. Like here, enter the agreement date, like 010425. Tenantship number, you can enter the tenantship number here. After that, date when this agreement gets started, we'll enter the date here. Then agreement expiry date, we'll enter here. Registration number, registration date, stamp duty number, we'll enter here. Then we'll select the lease type. Lease types are individual, company, guest house, and transit. Individual lease means this is a standard lease agreement between the property owner and one or more tenant, where the tenant are personally and financially responsible for the terms of the lease, fulfilling the terms of the lease. Where the company lease means in this company, it act as the tenant sign the lease agreement on behalf of one of the its employee, where the guest house lease is a lease which refer to the property that is leased for the purpose of operating it as the lodging business for short term stays. And last one is transit house. It is type of temporary accommodation, and a lease for one is arranged for individual or families who need short-term housing. As per your lease type, you select the lease type. I selected individual. Then agreement extended. If agreement is extended, click on yes, otherwise click on no. Then as this tenant is active, then we have to keep it as it is. If tenant is inactive, then we have to tick on this option. Then this is also not compulsory field. Accordingly, you can fill. Then deposit amount. We'll enter the deposit amount for this tenant. Then check number, stamp duty paid. You can fill this information. Then rent per month. We'll enter the rent for this member. If you want to add the parking for this tenant, you have to select on yes, otherwise no. As we wanna add the parking for this member, we selected on yes. After next option, we will go to address. If you want to add the address for this tenant, then click on address. We'll enter the all the details of this address of that member. Like we'll enter here Indian, then phone number, telephone number, email ID, qualification, PAN number, occupation. You can fill all this information. If you want to add the photo of that tenant, you can click on this add photo, and then you can add this photo here. You have to select the file. Then relative. If you want to add the information of that tenant's relative, you can go to relatives, and you can enter the name, relation, occupation, age, gender here. Like I'm going to enter one information. After that, if you want to add the remark for this tenant, you can add remark here. If you want to add the parking, then we have to select the parking from here. Like I want to add this parking 101. Then click on this. Then this parking will get added for this tenant. For creating this parking 101, you have to go to master. In master, you have to go to members. In members, parking. You have to fill this parking type, tariff, detail, then parking detail. I created this parking number 101. If you want to add another parking number, you can click on plus sign and create another parking number. Then this will come here. If you want to add the as the supplementary bill get generated for the tenant, if you want to add the opening balance for the supplementary bill, you can come here in opening bills, show supplementary opening bill, click on this. Here you can add the opening balance of this tenant. Then all the ledgers of this tenant will show here. The next is tariff. The tariff applied for this tenant will added here. Then next one is document. If you want to add any document for this tenant, like if there is some document like Aadhaar card, PAN card submitted for this tenant, you can add this detail by clicking on shift down arrow, and you can enter the category name, document type, and here in this document path, click on this. Here from this section, you can select that file for the document file. In this way, you can add the document. Now we are going to save this form. Now we will see this section tenant query. If you want to search the particular tenant, you can go here tenant query. If you want to see only the active tenant, then in status you can select the active, then click on show. Then all the active tenant will show here. If you want to see only inactive tenant, you can click on inactive and click on show inactive tenant. You can see accordingly all these filters are applied. You can filter this tenant by using agreement date, registration date, agreement end date. Likewise, if you want to see only a particular tenant, you can see select the building name, wing name. Then if you want to only see the A109, then select unit number A109. Then click on show. Only that tenant will get show here in a grid. You can order this tenant list by the agreement date, registration date, unit number also. When we double click on this tenant from the grid, then that form will get open. Now we'll see next is agreement expiry status. If you want to see this, click on agreement expiry status, and here we can see the month are coming, month names. If you want to see on which month this particular member is expiring, like in September how many agreement is expiring, so here we can see in January one agreement of tenant is expiring. In February there is no expiry of the agreement. In March there is one. Likewise, you can see by double click on this month how many agreement are expiring for the tenant. You can see by double clicking on this month. Now next is intimation of termination. If you want to see this document, click on this tab. You can see this document will come here. You can print it accordingly. The next one is appendix form. Appendix form is also provided. Click on this option. All the information of the tenant will come here that we have filled. You can go one by one. Close it. Now go master, society. If you want to print the form, then here you can print it. Then this tenant identification form will get open. If you want to select only one, print only one particular tenant form, you can click on print. Then this form will get print. Now we will go to reports, society, list of tenant. If you want to print all the list, all the tenants, then you can click here list of tenant. If you want to print it with the tenant family, then click on this option. Then tenant family member details also get printed on the form. Click on OK. The tenant name with their family details will printed in this form, in this report. If you want to print only the active tenants, then click on active and click on OK. Then only the active tenant will print in this report. If you want to print all the tenant, then anti-call, and you can see here all the tenant name are showing here. Now we'll go to report account. If you want to see the dues from tenant, dues and advance, we can go here in report account, tenant dues advance. All the tenant dues and advance will show here.